Hello everyone and welcome to our cooking lesson. We're inside the school today, so it's all good. Right, today we're making pizzas, so myself and one of the year 7 is here with me. She'll be walking behind the scenes. You can watch me, not her. So we're gonna start preparing the dough. So what I've got here, I've got a bit of lukewarm water and I put the yeast in there. So about 2 tablespoons for the yeast for a kilogram of plain flour or strong flour, whatever you got at home, it's up to you. To that, I'm gonna add some salt, not too much. And I'm adding the yeast. Okay, and then we're gonna work it out together. So I'm gonna give you some of that yeast. Try to use warm water. Right, so put your hand in and mix it all together. You can always add water as we go along, rather than putting all the water in and then regretting it. You see? Okay, you need a bit more water. So we're going to have it a little bit loose dough. At the moment you don't need to knead it, we're just mixing it. So just make sure all the flour is mixed together and rub the sides. You see? That needs a tiny bit more. Yeah, that's the thing, don't worry, it will get sticky. That's the starch in the flour starting to work, which is absolutely fine. I need more water. Okay, brilliant. Yours is ready. Mine is not. So that's the start. I've just mixed it in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it so that you can all see what has happened. And then I'm going to mix it all in. So rub your bowl and you will have all the dough coming out of it. You don't need to add anything to it. Okay. Make sure it's all mixed together. You might need, let me see yours. Yours doesn't need water, so it's good. Mine needs a tiny bit more to get it going. You're very good at that. You made pizza before?
Yeah.
Well done.
A few weeks ago.
But you're good at, alright, stretch it like this and then bring it, yeah? And bring it in. So when you're kneading, it needs to be stretched out, the protein, inside the flour, and that will make it stop being sticky. So when it's all nice and smooth, you will see that it stopped being sticky. Not like this. And you stretch it and you bring it in. So we're gonna need this for about 5 minutes till it gets all together, and you can see that it's already starting to come off my hands and it's starting to get smoother and smoother. So it's gonna take, we're gonna do it twice. Remember what we did the one in the bread film? So it's gonna be done twice. So this is gonna be rested. Is yours very smooth?
Kind of. Oh, whoopsie. Forgot to dry my hand.
Stretch it and bring it in. And even the work surface is quite clean. Nothing is sticking. I don't need any flour, anything on it whatsoever. So that is ready.
Pie face.
I'm gonna leave it to rest on here. Gonna add, so put it back in the bowl. Let me see your bowl. Okay, put it back in. Tiny bit of oil. That's fine. It's and then we're gonna cover it with a bit of cling film. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to get it off. Get the quick cover and then get a tea towel or something, cover it as well. So we need a bit of warmth and time for the bacteria to start growing. We'll come back to it when it's ready. Okay, so it has been about half an hour of the first one and it has risen a little bit. So we're gonna just work it a little bit more, and then we're gonna cut it into small pieces. Depending on the size. So about this for a small one. So cut it in half.
Mine's already small.
No, cut it in half. And just make it into round. No, you don't, once you've done it, don't beat it or anything, just leave it apart from each other, separate so that it's gonna rest again. It's gonna be an extra large
What are these size small?
one.
Are these going to be small pizza?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
So make sure there's space between them because they're gonna expand again. You're gonna cover them with your, yeah. And we're gonna leave it till we're ready to make the pizza. So on a good hot day it shouldn't take that long. If the weather is cold, you need to make sure there is ambient temperature in there. So just adding a couple of tea towels over it will help the yeast to start producing the carbon dioxide. So we'll be back to it later. Right, welcome back. So as you can see, they're all risen and they're really nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna roll them out. Hopefully they won't all be sticky. Cut it out quickly. Bit of flour underneath it. I'm gonna put them on a floured tray. My oven is preheated to a high temperature, so just spread them out. You can spread them with your hands and then go around it with the rolling pin. Don't add too much flour so it doesn't stick. If you want to do them square, round, whatever you want to do with it, you can do it. So the reason all the resting, so that when you see I'm rolling it really gentle, I don't need to use too much effort on it. And when you roll it, it doesn't come back in, so it stays fully open. And it took, what, less than 5 seconds, 20 seconds to roll it really easily. So this one is quite big. I'm not in a pizza restaurant place, so I haven't got a big pizza trays, round ones. So I'm just doing it onto this side. Make it too thin. Got a bit of excess. What are we gonna do? So what I've got here, I've got a bit of turkey, bit of ham. So any filling that you want to put in, any topping, that's absolutely up to you. Bit of mozzarella cheese, which is quite good to do that. I'm using a passata tomato, which is literally this, and then I can add the flavors as I go along. The trick when you do it, if you put it on your fingers, it will go through it on your nails. So you do it on the back of your hand. So I can talk, not you. So I'm just gonna take some of the tomato and roll it. But what I'm gonna do is, because I got excess, so it's quite big for that, I'm gonna do across the edges. Cheese. And just fold it in. If you want to do that. and just press it down. Right, so for the tomato sauce, put a spoon, 2 spoons, not too much of it, and cover the base because it's all about the base. Thank God no one is singing apart from me. If you want the thick crust, the side to go, so with a fork tip it in, or with a spoon or anything, or with your fingers, and that will stop the middle from going up. So I'm gonna do a little bit of ham. Don't go overboard when you do your topping because it's gonna collapse. So just shred it. And a bit of turkey. We'll do a club sandwich, ham, turkey. Yeah? Do you want ham or turkey? You can use both, you can use none. You can do it just cheese, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do that one just cheese.
Yeah. And just sprinkle the cheese. You can go as much or as little cheese as you want. I'm using mozzarella cheese, which has to be used mozzarella for the pizza. This is the one that strings a bit. Right, so mine is ready. And it's gonna go in my square pizza. Lovely square pizza.
Can I eat? Bye.
Right, so that's my square pizza ready. So it's gonna be a nice breakfast, lunch, whatever you wanna do with dinner, midnight snack after you come back from the pub. Oh well, we can't go there. So enjoy it. Can you please turn it off?
I want
Thank
some.
you.